Feels of the moment.
Yeah, my lungs are being great today.
I thought so.
If I had one wish and one wish only, it'd be to cure the world of asthma.
Lots of other things out there too, but that would be one of them. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be one of the big things help me.
So you want a famous star, which is
Will we have coupons for?
we don't have anything for anything.
I'll have monster.
A monster burger and a famous star with cheese.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
1481, second window.
Thank you. Still here. Okay, thank you. How you doing, young lady?
I'm well, how are you?
Old and cranky. What
You know
you
what
doing?
they're gonna do?
Close the store?
Huh. They're gonna open the lobby, but it's gonna be takeout only.
Does that really accomplish much?
No. I wish they'd just leave it closed.
Well, it would give people a chance to go to the bathroom when you're traveling. That would be the only plus.
Yeah.
And when we went to Minnesota, that became an important issue.
Yeah. I bet.
Where?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that accomplished that. That's going to put extra work on you, just
Yeah.
cleaning up after them.
Yeah.
And you know some of them will try to sit down anyhow.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so.
Have to block off that part.
Yeah. Well, we got caution tape blocked off. I don't need anything.
Walk right through
There's-
that. What are you going to do about it? Call the cops? Yeah, we were, but you know, they're already here. So. They're sitting in the back somewhere.
Be out in a moment.
Thank you.
I guess it's a start.
Yeah. I need to gas your truck up today too,
Yeah.
but I haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the pistol.
Problem
in.
is some people will be seeing people in there, then they'll have a bus show up.
Yeah, well, there you are.
Maybe you're
Not
gonna
enough
wanna sit
people-
down.
Not enough people to work with, yeah.
Yeah. Just think that one bus shows up because they see people sitting
Mhm.
or see people in the store. That would be interesting.
Okay, thank you. Giddy up, go.
Oh, I saw some things about what going to be required for Windows 11.
Yeah.
It ain't going to have the same compatibility Windows 10 has, or Windows 10 can run on a A lot of
Lots of
components,
things,
even though basically it's been built, basically it's a Windows 10, the next service update basically is what it really is, with some refinements. Basically, here's the big kicker I have out of it. You're going to need a Microsoft account to run the operating system.
That's garbage.
So you're going to have to create an account to get into the operating system. I find that as stupid.
You chase people to Apple? That's what they're going to do.
Oh, no. Nobody's that stupid yet.
They just keep using the old system.
Maybe to Linux. Maybe.
That could be too.
Might end up going to Linux, or they'll stay on Windows 10 until they can't.
Yeah.
Which they don't support until 2025, so you have a few years. Maybe the next version of Windows will come out with it. Windows 12.
Well, XP would still be working.
No.
311 would probably run too. Really fast on some of them.
Actually, it probably wouldn't work at all because it would probably the
too
system
much
is-
horses, yeah.
No, the drivers just probably wouldn't work. It'd be too fast and too. Somebody tried that on a virtual system, and the thing had problems.
Couldn't run DOS.
Well, no, DOS wasn't the big problem. It was Windows that was the issue. Is it couldn't. First off, it could detect the hardware
Mm-hmm.
even in a virtual climate until they had to use the virtual drivers, and even then it was so. Everything was so much more powerful.
Yeah.
They had to dumb it down. They literally had to go in there and dumb it down and restrict the processor to about whatever the maximum was for the time when this was allowed. Because otherwise the operating system just couldn't
Slow down.
it couldn't compute with the high speed. So they had to dumb it down to like a P133 or P266 or something. It just couldn't handle the massive. Was never designed to process that stuff. Basically, it couldn't handle the processing speed of these machines. So that's the one. That's the one that caught my eye. Was the biggest problem. Caveat. Now, granted, you will be able to run Android apps on it, but you have to sign in with an Amazon account.
No, that's just stupid too.
I find like, why didn't you make it with Google or something like that? Everybody already has. Well, once you sign up to Amazon account, then you can side load apps
This is the trouble.
from Google onto it. I'm like,
don't want it.
why do you have to sign in at all? That's the thing. Like, why is this 2-level sign in user?
Everybody wants their chunk of your money.
Whatever. I've Google. I'm not going to put an Android app on Windows and start with.
No.
It doesn't usually work that well.
Well, no.
So I got an Android phone and Android devices which is based on Linux. Probably why it still works so well.
You could be.
So there's that issue, but I don't really care about that as much. Yeah, the Microsoft account thing is so screwy and dumb.
Yeah.
On top of all this, here's the next caveat.
Mm-hmm.
It will only work on 8th gen Intel, which is...
Not built yet.
No, 8th gen Intel's been out for a while, but 8th gen Intel and 2nd gen Ryzen, which is what I had in my system for a while.
This is stupid.
Until I upgraded. Well, basically that's like 2018 technology. So as long as you're running a CPU from 2018 and newer,
Okay.
you're good. Anything older than that, it won't even install.
That's garbage.
Yeah. And if you have an older system from that era, also if your motherboard doesn't have a TPS or TPM controller, which is basically something secures it basically makes crypto keys for security purposes. It's really big in the business world.
I suppose it is. But
Not real great in the consumer world. It's not really big, you know.
Yeah.
Well, if your motherboard doesn't have it,
Yeah.
you have to go out and you can buy one of these add-on chips. Well, the add-on chips are now, since they issued the release for this thing, you can't find them.
Yeah. Well,
And if you can find them, before Windows release, they were, $15, $20 little chip. You add on to your motherboard or stuff with a little header. Now on eBay, they're getting up to like $200 if you can find them. Also, you're gonna have to enable your in the BIOS secure boot, because that's another caveat Windows needs. I'm like, oh, this is starting to resemble Vista in terms of the security.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, maybe not the driver issues, but I mean, I thought Vista was the most secure operating system in the world because you could never use anything.
Well, yeah. I still get that glitch in there about it has to be Vista or newer. I'm like,
oh, that's for drivers.
yeah, it's buzz off, but
Oh yeah. It's just so stupid. It was like we got Windows 10, which is compatible on. I mean, in fact, I was able to install it on a, laptops from 2012. I think that was pretty cool. In fact, it added actually a lot of performance to it. It had taken a couple hours to install. Afterwards, the operating system was a lot faster than 7 was. Well, here's also the other thing with it is you can only install with Windows 10 or 11. That Microsoft account will only work on one version of Windows.
oh, here we go.
So if you need to install Windows 11 on multiple computers in your household, each one of them is going to have their own
Same
Microsoft
game,
account.
Same game they've tried before.
Well, I'm like, so what if you're one of these system
Administrators.
well, one of these people who run multiple operating systems for multiple, like
different purposes.
for like benchmarking and stuff. To people do a lot of benchmarking and stuff. You got a cookie arrow. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have to have a lot of Microsoft accounts, assuming, and here's the caveat, I don't know exactly how Microsoft does it, but if it requires you to have a real version of email, like a Google account or something, per instances of Windows, then you're gonna have to have multiple accounts and multiple other accounts. It's just
Hey, do you want to bring the food in? I'll bring in the radio. The radio might be coming right back home with us. I don't know. The way it was before, he wasn't allowed to because the dates were wrong, but he was allowed to be in the VFW. Whatever sense that makes.
Yeah.
So now he's a member of both.
That's cool.
Yep. Oh, I think I missed the driveway.
Just one there.
Better take the stuff out of the back of the truck. You are welcome. Got things to do today.
Okay.
We're gonna be paying on the credit card, and we're gonna be probably buying a little bit of food. Who knows what else, but some other stuff. Oh, I've got to take the pistol in to try to get the sights on it.
Okay. Need good gas. You want to drink?
Yeah, I'm gonna put gas in it, but I don't have those. I want to use those things that Mom's been doing the stamps on. We got it. The other day I put 25 in one of the in the Durango, was it? No, I forget which vehicle it was. Put 25. Oh, put 25 in the Jeep. Yeah, so I should be able to put 30 or 35 in here probably. But you got to go up and pre-authorize the amount of gas and money and all that with the stamps.
They like locking your pump on that much. How many?
They do. They lock it in at whatever
Okay.
amount. Yeah. Say it's $25 or something like that. They lock it for 25.
Those prevent drive-offs.
People have been stupid in the past. That's
Yeah.
what we have. Yeah. And Howard is now RP.
Yeah.
KC7JS-9.
It's got 400.
No. He's got Joe's old ancient
Oh.
one with a tiny
tractor.
tractor. Yep, yep.
There's something I don't want to have to ever do a programming ever again on.
Well, you know, we got pretty good at it when we did it a
Yeah.
lot. But when you don't do it a lot,
No.
it's not as much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a nurse thing on the side of her license plate there. Oh, look at that.
Mine's are not really focusing on
See?
that. There's something there. There's something.
Well, you should have seen it when I got done spending 2 hours reprogramming 400. My eyes did not want to do a lot of things after that.
I keep feeling like my eyes are getting worse.
Well, mine were so glary, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's the
couldn't
thing is that
hardly
mine keeps
see.
getting leery
Yeah.
more and more. It seems like sometimes I'm just like, okay. I was laying in bed last night and I was looking at my phone and it was like all of a sudden it was like, wow. I was like, what the heck?
Staring at the phone too long.
Maybe. Just so darn convenient though.
Uh-huh. left there, it shows a stethoscope and a nurse. Can you read that?
Oh, yeah. Well, some of it's the glare from the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got our
I can read it.
windshields
I
on.
can read it with both my eyes.
Oh,
without
yeah.
the glasses.
If I look at it long enough, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder how much that costs.
Like a veteran's plate, it costs money.
Well, that's kind of nice, I guess. Can I get a little tornado on there? It says Star Chaser on
Not that I'm aware of.
it. Personalized plate.
I don't think so, because officially you don't own it because of insurance and
Yeah.
other licensing things.
Yeah.
Not that I thought about putting your call sign on it, but I did
Yeah.
that. It creates problems. So
Yeah.
that's why I did.
Stuff.
Had to be like a coat wear or something like that.
That's great.
Who knows what type of weird.
Oh, and I'm sure it wouldn't take long for Social Security to wrench your little head into that too.
You got a truck.
You own what? Well, gotta get around somehow.
Sure beats walking.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
I'm really amazed what they did with the new lenses they put in my eyes. Wow.
Maybe one day, time in the future, I'll be able to do something for me that maybe actually like, give me better focus.
Maybe there's something for Kevin or something like that.
Yeah, give him
be
sight
cool.
back.
Yeah, that would be. Even if it was bad sight, it would be better than no sight.
Yeah, shapes and colors.
Well, you know, read something.
Well, assuming the optic nerve is not destroyed, they might be able to do something like that.
In the future, maybe. Yeah.
Well, no, they can do stuff now. As long as the optic nerve isn't destroyed, they can go in with surgery and attach leads to your optic nerve.
They were saying there's some sort of algae that globe to different lights and stuff like that. They're doing some experimentation with that. Little things.
Well, they can give you. They said with that newest computer thing and sensor, they wear these really weird looking glasses things. They look like the glasses like you would have gotten like in the 50s that are really huge and heavy glass.
Yeah.
Old folks would wear with a 4-foot thick glass or something like that. They can give you like outlines of stuff. You know, like you can see like an outline of everybody and optics and the things, and there's some colors and stuff in there. I don't know if you can drive with that, but probably walk with it.
I don't know.
Should be a lot easier than not. But that was 2019. I don't know what 2020 did to that research. Probably everything kind of slowed down over that.
Yeah, well, a lot of things slowed down. Well, we can go put gas in this and then figure out what else I'm going to do after that. Oh, they're really making a mess over here. Redoing the roads. They should have moved those cars to the other side of their lot, you know? I would have moved all those, at least 3 rows of them away from the dust.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Now they're going to have to run them all through the car wash,
Yeah, they probably do that every once in a while, you know.
I suppose. It's cheaper to move them than let them sit there in the dust. I think. Maybe I'll just hope for a big rain to wash most of them.
You're waiting a while for that one.
called it, and then the government wanted part of the tax of that back then. And it became a real annoyance, shall we say. We still got some capital credits from this year. We got some capital credits from SRT, Rendry, and somebody else. Oh, from Senex. I was like,
That's interesting.
but I couldn't. The last couple of years, there's no place on there to put it on your tax form. So, okay. And then I got a thing from Delta telling me they put $600 in my IRA for January and February. And I'm like, okay.
That's interesting. But hey, whatever.
Well, it's a little more money in there, so I have to start taking it out next year. So then Joe was saying if you roll it into a charity like a church, you don't have to pay tax on it.
Interesting.
Well, now here's the thing. I've got a 401k and an IRA, and Mom's got an IRA.
That's interesting.
All right, so if we roll, say one of them will cover what we've been given to the church, well, then that's that much more cash we have available to do that.
Interesting.
And then we could use our IRAs for till they run out for a little extra money. Just
Interesting financial tips, YouTube.
I'm not licensed or authorized to talk or give advice.
Yeah, well, there you go. So is everybody on YouTube.
For a while, you couldn't join a service club for a veterans organization unless there was some sort of conflict going on. So they finally changed that. If you're in the service, you're qualified. Which is probably the way it should have been all. 150, but we don't know. Gotta have more than we had. All right, we're up at 3/4 more or less, which is better than 1/4 or less.
Yeah. Well, it's a 27-gallon tank. So
Yeah, so we jumped in about 12, 13 gallons or something.
12.9. So you're pretty close to 13.
Yeah. So that worked okay. We're good for a while now. It's almost 340 for the 330 something for the gas for the lawnmower, snow blower, and the generator. Got to refill the generator too.
Luckily, it's only a 1.5-gallon tank.
I was trying to remember how big, but it ran over 10 hours though. Think about it, at the high speed.
Well, I think it's 1.6.
Yeah, well, but still,
Yeah.
that's for 10 hours?
Yeah.
Come on.
You almost want to put load to it, just to use it for something.
Well, that's part of the plan, but I've got other things I got to prioritize higher. And I want to get it up to 20 hours so I can change the oil to the 5W, whatever, 520, 530 synthetic, whatever it is. I got the oil sucker thing now, so I suck the oil out instead of trying to play games with it. So I was trying to get it out. That thing works pretty quick. I don't know how good it's going to be putting it back in the other container to take it to the dump, but it's okay. Guess it can go.
Next one I'm getting is going to have a lot more storage capacity on it. 128 per 128. Once you cut all the stuff on it, you only have about 64 or 67 gigs of storage
Is that on
left.
the phone? Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? Oh,
Get something that's got at least 256 or 512 or
okay. I
something.
have no idea what we got on ours. Ours does say,
128, I think.
when we fire it up, it does say 5G on the front.
Yeah.
So,
That's because you have a 5G phone. This is not a 5G phone.
yeah.
Wait for the S22s. Then I'll wait for what the reviews say. It's supposed to have a bigger camera sensor on the back. So like a 1/2 inch or 1 inch sensor for the camera, like a 200 megapixel or something. Main shooter or something. It's like, oh, that looks cool.
Amazing now.
Yeah.
Sophisticated stuff's getting.
Don't know if it'll do any good, but hey, let's see. Wait for the reviews. Hey, if it'll shoot 8K without overheating to the point of it's like a Galaxy S7, it will have something.